Imagine this for a second. You walk into a brightly lit restaurant. Clean wood tables. Minimalist fonts. Words like fresh, ethical, and real food glowing on the walls. You order a bowl that looks healthy, feels modern, and promises you're making a smarter choice than greasy fast food. You tap your card, and suddenly you've paid nearly $20 for lunch. Now here's the scary part. That moment, that quiet tap of the card, might be the exact reason this entire industry is collapsing. Because something strange is happening beneath the surface of the global food economy, and most people don't realize it yet. Fast food has been struggling for years. That's no mystery. But fast casual, that was supposed to be the survivor. The smarter evolution. The "we're not junk food, we're better" generation of restaurants. And yet, fast casual is now falling harder than almost anyone expected. Stocks are crashing. Foot traffic is vanishing. And the very customers who built these brands are quietly disappearing. Not with protests. Not with outrage. Just absence. And in economics, silence is often more dangerous than anger. What makes this moment unsettling is that fast casual didn't collapse overnight. It bled out slowly, disguised as success. For years, brands like Chipotle, Cava, and Sweetgreen convinced the world they had cracked the code. Higher prices, higher quality, loyal young customers, and endless growth. Investors loved it, cities embraced it, social media worshipped it. But now the illusion is breaking. Over the last year, some of the biggest fast casual names watched their market value get sliced in half. Not because of a scandal, not because of food poisoning, but because younger customers, millennials and Gen Z, stopped showing up. And when they do show up, they spend less, order less, and leave faster. That's not random behavior. That's recession behavior. Multiple global consumer studies show the same pattern repeating across countries. When living costs rise and income stagnates, dining out is the first luxury to die. And this time, it's not lower-income households pulling back first. It's the so-called safe group, people in their mid-20s to mid-30s, college-educated, urban, earning decent salaries. The exact demographic fast casual depends on to survive. This is where the story takes a darker turn. Fast casual restaurants were never designed to survive without constant traffic. Their entire model depends on volume plus price. Rent in high-cost cities, premium ingredients, massive executive payrolls, marketing, tech systems, app development. All of that only works if people keep walking through the door again and again. But what happens when the customer realizes something uncomfortable? That the value was mostly psychological. A burrito didn't suddenly become worth 3 times more because it came in brown paper and had a sustainability slogan printed on the wall. A salad didn't magically become affordable because it was branded as clean. For a while, inflation hit the truth. When rent, groceries, fuel, and insurance all exploded together, a $14 bowl didn't feel insane. It felt normal, until it didn't. At some point, the human brain hits a limit. Economists call it price fatigue. Psychologists call it cognitive resistance. Ordinary people call it "I'm done." And once that switch flips, it's incredibly hard to turn back. Here's the contradiction that's killing fast casual right now. Consumers are desperate for value. Discounts dominate the restaurant industry globally. Promotions, deals, bundles, they're everywhere. In some markets, nearly 1 out of every 3 restaurant purchases involves a discount. That tells you one thing very clearly: people are stretched to the edge. And yet fast casual brands refuse to play the discount game. Why? Because they built their entire identity on not being fast food. The moment they start acting like fast food, the illusion collapses. If a premium bowl suddenly needs coupons to survive, customers subconsciously downgrade it in their mind. Once that happens, there's no going back. So instead, these companies are holding the line. No real value menus. No meaningful price resets, just hope. And hope is not a business strategy. Now let me tell you the part that should genuinely worry you. These brands are not built for low-income customers. They never were. Their locations cluster in expensive urban zones. Their core audience earns more than average. In some cases, nearly half their customers make close to or above 6 figures. If even they are cutting back, what does that say about the rest of the economy? Think about the reality facing someone in their late 20s right now. Rent at historic highs. Groceries still painfully expensive despite cooling inflation. Insurance premiums exploding. Student loans returning like a ghost everyone forgot about. And wages, barely moving. This generation was told they were doing everything right. Education, careers, health-conscious choices. And yet, they're quietly being priced out of a $15 lunch. That's not a food story. That's a systemic warning sign. And here's where the horror angle creeps in, not the kind with monsters, but the kind that lives inside spreadsheets and earnings calls. Some fast casual companies have been around for nearly 2 decades and still aren't profitable. Years of growth mask structural weakness. Executive compensation ballooned. Administrative costs quietly ate the business from the inside. Investors were promised profitability by specific dates that came and went. In finance, broken promises are remembered. When growth slows, the truth surfaces fast. Same-store sales decline, traffic drops, expansion pauses. And suddenly, the entire narrative flips from future of food to what went wrong. Now pause here, because this is the moment most people miss. Fast casual didn't just price customers out. It priced itself into a corner. For years, price hikes were the easy solution. Costs go up, raise prices. Inflation, raise prices. Shareholders want growth, raise prices. It worked, until it didn't. Because unlike rent or insurance, restaurant meals are optional. And optional expenses are the first to be cut when fear enters the system. Fast casual brands are already living in that future. A future where the customer isn't angry, just gone. So when you see empty tables, shrinking menus, or once beloved chains quietly struggling, don't see it as a business failure alone. See it as a reflection. A mirror held up to a fragile system that pushed prices, ignored limits, and assumed loyalty would last forever. Because the most dangerous collapses aren't loud. They're clean, logical. And by the time everyone agrees it's happening, it's already over. If you enjoy breaking down the strange, hidden forces shaping our world, the kind that don't make headlines until it's too late, this is exactly what we explore here. This is Odd World Files. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, because the world is far more unstable and far more fascinating than it looks on the surface.